Did you know that a jet engine can gulp down over 2 tons of air every second? That's enough to fill up a squash court. Incredible, right? Jet engines, the powerful workhorses of modern aviation, are marvels of engineering, transforming simple air and fuel into the incredible thrust that powers our flights. But how does this happen? What's going on inside these metallic beasts that enables us to soar through the skies? Well, fasten your seatbelts, folks. It's time to dive in and see what makes these powerful machines tick. Imagine a jet engine as a big noisy family, each with their own unique job. First, meet intake, the mouth of the engine, always ready to gulp down massive amounts of air. Next up is compressor, the muscle of the family, squeezing the air tight and preparing it for a fiery meeting with fuel. Speaking of fire, meet combustion chamber, the heart of the engine, where air and fuel mingle in a dance of flames to produce high-energy gas. Then there's turbine, the brain of the operation, harnessing energy from the gas to power the compressor. Last but not least, meet exhaust, the tail end of our engine family, who makes sure the high-speed gases make a speedy exit, propelling the aircraft forward. And guess what? They all work together to make the magic of flight possible. What happens when you squeeze a lot of air into a small space? Let's find out. Now imagine you're in an elevator packed to the brim with people. It's crowded, it's uncomfortable, but it's also a lot like what happens in the compressor stage of a jet engine. You see, the compressor is the bouncer of the jet engine club. Its job, to force as many air molecules as it can into a small space. It's a lot like trying to fit everyone in town into that tiny elevator. The compressor, a series of blades spinning at high speed, takes in air from the intake and squashes it down, increasing its pressure. It's like a super strong bear hug, squeezing the air molecules closer together. This high-pressure air is then sent to the combustion chamber, ready for the next stage of the process. So, the compressor's job is to pack as many air molecules together as possible. Talk about a tight squeeze. Next, our air molecules meet some fiery characters. Let's watch the dance. Now, imagine the combustion chamber as a grand ballroom, where air molecules waltz in and are greeted by fuel droplets, our fiery flamenco dancers. As the music peaks, the fuel and air mix, and with a spark they ignite, dancing around in a blaze of glory. This combustion process is really a high-energy dance-off, resulting in a gas that's hotter and more pressurized than the air that initially entered the engine. These high-energy gas molecules are like dancers twirling at top speed, eager to rush out and make their grand exit. But they can't leave just yet. Their energy isn't wasted, oh no. It's harnessed to power the next stage of our jet engine journey. So the combustion chamber's job is to give our air molecules a fiery energy boost. What happens when you push off something? You move in the opposite direction, right? Well, that's essentially how thrust works in a jet engine. Think of those gases as a bunch of tiny rocket scientists, each one strapped to their own miniature rocket. When they get the signal, whoosh, off they go, shooting out the back of the engine. And as they zoom away, they give the plane a good hearty push in the opposite direction. It's just like when you're on a skateboard and you push off the ground. You move in the opposite direction, gaining speed. Now, imagine those pushes happening over and over again at incredible speeds. That's what's happening inside a jet engine. So the faster the gases shoot out, the faster the plane moves forward. That's the power of push. It's a simple concept, but it's the heart of what makes modern flight possible. Ever seen a windmill? Well, our turbine is kind of like that. Picture a gusty day, the windmill spins wildly, powering the quaint little village below. Now swap that wind for the high-energy gases from our combustion stage. As these gases rush past, they spin the turbine, which in turn powers our compressor at the front of the engine. It's a cycle of power, a beautifully orchestrated dance of energy. But the show isn't over yet. Our high-energy gases, now a little less energetic after their encounter with the turbine, are ready for their grand exit. They whoosh out of the exhaust, creating a forceful push that propels our aircraft forward. It's like a superhero's power blast, launching our plane into the skies. So, the turbine and exhaust take the energy from our fiery dance and turn it into forward motion. That's jet power. So, there you have it. The magic of jet engines explained. We've journeyed together through the bustling world of air intake, the high-pressure party of compression, the fiery dance of combustion, the forceful push of thrust generation, and the final farewell of exhaust. Each stage, a key player in this symphony of science that lifts tons of metal into the sky. The next time you're on a plane, remember the marvel of modern aviation that's getting you to your destination. Hope you had fun learning about jet engines. If you're itching to dive deeper into the thrilling world of aviation, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and chime in with your thoughts in the comments section. Oh, and here's a fun riddle to ponder until our next video. What can fly without wings? If you think you know the answer, don't keep it under your hat. Share it with us. Stay tuned for more fun science adventures. Until next time, keep exploring.